What's up, guys? Welcome to the Leaderboard Esports. My name is Jimmy Jimbasco.
And I'm Judy Jetset.
And it is March, so what does that mean?
Spring.
You would have thought it's snowing like a foot and a half, but other than spring, another interesting thing happens in the world of sports balls in the time of March.
Oh, March Madness.
Yeah. And
okay.
Basically, if you're not familiar with it, what they do during March Madness is fill out brackets and watch their favorite college teams play basketball.
Just like we do all the time. That's why we're wearing our favorite teams on our shirts.
This is by far my favorite college basketball team. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but go give them a shout out.
They're amazing.
And, yeah,
they're naturals.
They've been doing this since they were like 12. It's fantastic.
jeans.
But with that being said, usually you guys see us, you see me talking about Overwatch, and you'll see Judy talking about League of Legends. But the weird thing for today is that we're gonna be filling out brackets for the opposing player's game. So
he's filling out playoffs for League because our spring split technically already ended. But because Overwatch is lagging a little bit behind,
yeah.
I'm gonna be telling the fortune of this weekend's games.
Yeah, it's a little weird because, as you said, we are lagging behind. Our playoffs aren't there yet, but these matches are going to be important because it'll be to determine who actually gets to go to the playoffs. So why don't we just go ahead and get started with Overwatch?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, so starting with Overwatch, we've got 4 teams in contention for the playoffs. We've got NYXL, Spitfire, Seoul Dynasty, and the LA Gladiators.
Yep.
I'm gonna go down these matches and I'm gonna tell you who's gonna win.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Straight up. Watch. Okay, so first match, Gladiators versus the Philadelphia Fusion. Who even are they? Don't answer that. Because I already know the Gladiators have won. They've already won, all right? Peep this.
Okay.
Peep it.
It's a bold and brash pick, but we'll see where that lands.
You really think that's a bold pick?
I don't know. We'll go into depth in just a little bit.
All right,
we'll see.
sure. Okay. Outlaws versus Seoul Dynasty, without question. Go to sleep, Outlaws. Koreans taking over. All right? All right?
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Next, NYXL versus Dallas Fuel. Come on now. This is an NYXL house. Without question. NYXL all the way. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Right there. Hold that. Hold it because it belongs to you, okay? Seoul Dynasty versus Miami Mayhem. See, I really like their logo.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody could get this wrong.
I guess Seoul Dynasty is gonna win. Koreans all the way. All right, Spitfire versus Shanghai Dragons. That's a curious one because I kind of want to say, I want the storybook thing to happen where the underdogs just completely just over the #1 team just to bring him down. They're just like, look, this is my last hurrah. I'm going in just to destroy your chances.
And Gegari's on that team, right?
Oh, is she gonna be playing?
I don't know.
If she's playing, it's over. It's over. I'm going Shanghai, especially if Gegari's playing. No doubt. All right. Next, we got London versus Dallas Fuel. That's not a question either. London's already gonna win. Now the Valiant versus NYXL, that's a bit of a nope, it's NYXL all the way, baby. Let's hold that, hold it.
I was gonna say, you're questioning your loyalty to your home?
Never, never. Plus, the Gladiators, actually, who do I want to win this? Who do I really think? The Gladiators are gonna beat up Boston without question. Not even because, the Gladiators are good, but because Boston just sucks, let's be honest.
Yeah, she's not exactly wrong either. And have you guys been watching the past couple of matches, dude? They look horrendous.
Expertise, okay? I know what I'm talking about.
Clearly, she's been, NYC lolling it in the Overwatch world, clearly.
I don't know what that means, but we're just gonna move
hosting
on.
bars and parties, it was a connection I hoped for, but it wasn't there.
I am hosting Overwatch viewing parties, and it's pretty lit to watch Overwatch in a crowd. I will admit that. It's pretty fun. But that doesn't take away the game being for babies, all right? I'm just gonna put that out there. But now that we're talking about these baby brackets, we can talk about who's gonna make it past. So NYXL is definitely winning both their games. Seoul Dynasty is definitely winning both their games.
Yeah.
And I've got...
Yeah, let's see the completed...
Gladiators winning both their games? What does that mean? I kind of think that if I remember the standings being correct, right? That puts Seoul Dynasty in 3rd. If both of them win both of their matches, Seoul Dynasty is in 3rd and they move on. So I think Seoul Dynasty's got this in the bag. I mean, even if Gladiators win both their matches, Seoul Dynasty is just ahead. They're just gonna win.
And that's the funny thing, because there's actually a three-way tie between the London Spitfire right now, the Los Angeles Gladiators, and the Seoul Dynasty. Yeah. Seoul Dynasty is at the bottom of those three that I just listed, and they're each in second, third, and fourth place, respectively. So it's the London Spitfire are leading the map differential by +2 points over the Los Angeles Gladiators. They're all tied 6-2 in win-losses. Yeah, and Seoul Dynasty is 3 points behind the Gladiators in the map points. It's ridiculous. I don't know how Los Angeles Gladiators managed to do it, but if they pull it off correctly, Seoul Dynasty might not even make it into the playoffs.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude.
What? This is dumb. That's terrible.
The Korean gods might not even make it.
I mean, I guess that lends some drama.
Yeah, it lends some drama. But let's take a look at the rest of your bracket as we have it, because starting off your week, we had the Los Angeles Gladiators going up against the Philadelphia Fusion, and I want to say that's probably the hardest match out of these two to call, because both these teams have been extremely close over the past couple of weeks. Yeah, Philadelphia Fusion has been bringing out Echo a lot over Shadowburn, who's really good on Genji, but Echo plays Genji. He also flexes to other characters, and he's gets more viable. You want that flex.
More versatile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And next up, we have the Outlaws and the Seoul Dynasty. And this one's actually hard to call too, because the Outlaws have the potential to pop off, and Seoul Dynasty hasn't been doing too hot.
I think you're giving the Outlaws more credit than they're due.
I honestly might be. Jake, bro, you gotta pick up Tracer. They gotta figure out what they're doing, but it's all right. Next up, we've got the NYXL and the Dallas Fuel.
Don't you dare say anything against my team.
No. Yeah, don't worry. NYXL is gonna take that like
That's what I thought.
taking candy from a baby. It's gonna be easy. Don't worry
From a
about
baby
it.
that's on fire. Dallas Fuel.
Yeah, the wings, right?
I called them wings before, and he won't leave me alone about it.
Next up, we've got the Seoul Dynasty once again up against not the Miami Mayhem, but the Florida Mayhem, because Miami Mayhem would make too much sense.
M stands for mayhem. And McDonald's.
And McDonald's, as their color scheme entails. But, you know, Mayhem, they actually did end up winning a good couple of games.
This is gonna be your upset game?
It might be. It might be.
Team Ronald McDonald is your upset team?
Dude, Florida Mayhem, honestly, they pulled out a series of 3 wins in a row some point in stage 2, and it was ridiculous. No one was expecting it, because they were like not very good in stage 1. But could go either way. Seoul Dynasty haven't been looking as strong as they usually do. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, they're kind of shaky, dude. And I think it's more that other regions are finally getting better.
Like they're catching up to what they're up to?
I really think so. But next up, we've got the London Spitfire and the Shanghai Dragons.
That's my upset story. That's my David and Goliath story. I like it. Can you imagine just like Shanghai Dragons just taking them and like saying, if I can't win, you can't either. Like, that'd be so dope.
I can imagine it, but to see it actually happen would be a different story. Because Gigery, right? We're all excited about her. She's an awesome Zarya player. Not sure when exactly the managing staff's gonna put her in. Dia and Undead, the DPS, and basically a lot of the power coming from Shanghai Dragons, they're having visa issues right now.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because they left the country, they were on a single visa entrance.
Scratch that.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be necessary.
I never said that. I never said that.
They might be getting screwed, but we'll have to keep our eyes peeled.
Spitfire all the way.
Yeah,
Although not all the way. Almost all the way until NYXL beats them.
Exactly. And yeah, God, we don't want to repeat a stage 1, but
please.
That's okay. After that, we've got the Dallas Fuel and the London Spitfire as well.
Without question.
Without question, I'm pretty sure the Spitfire is going to take that. Dallas Fuel have been struggling a lot. They brought over Rascal from the London Spitfire, and he's a fantastic Genji DPS all around. He can flex to anything. And they don't play him. I don't know. They have a fantastic tank in Coco or Custa, I want to say, but they decide to rather play Taimu on the Winston.
And he's that one that's shaky that you mentioned that is like that he tilts and...
Yeah, he's very mentally prone to just tilt, to becoming sad, just internalizing a lot of
He is
hatred.
prone to sadness.
He's prone to sadness. He's been around for a while. He used to play in OGN way back before all this was even a thought in Nate Nanzer's head.
5 months ago.
Yeah, whatever. But afterwards, after the Dallas Fuel and the London Spitfire, we've got the LA Valiant and the New York Excelsior.
Let's not talk about my team.
Kinda close.
What?
Kinda.
Why?
Only because the LA Valiant it's so frustrating. They have the talent, they have the raw mechanical skill, and they have like the players that can beat the NYXL players, but I don't think they have the chemistry for it, and that's why I have to agree with your pick that NYXL is going to take it over them.
That's right.
Saibert is too good, dude. Our team is
Too good.
killing it. They're number one. Like, what? Stop us.
Feels good, man. Don't stop us.
Yeah, it
ever.
really does feel good.
Nope.
And last but not least, but maybe least, the Los Angeles Gladiators versus the Boston Uprising. The Boston Uprising had
They're whack.
like 3 matches last season where everyone was like, oh my god, these guys are fantastic. Everybody was underestimating them greatly.
Wow.
And yeah, no, that was complete BS because they're just doing garbage this season, but it's all right.
That's a shame.
It's okay.
They tried.
Okay. They tried, yeah. And at Los Angeles Gladiators, they're on the up and up this season. So, you know, it's only got to be good.
Yeah, whatever he said.
Yeah. With that being said, Judy, I ended up agreeing with most of your predictions. You did a pretty good job in determining the top 4 somehow.
I am an expert.
Clearly. And you know, what do you think? What do you think now that we know that the teams are tied at 6-2?
Yeah.
It's a 3-way tie. You saw NYXL was at number 1. Who do you think is going to make it to the playoffs?
Okay.
Who's going to win?
All right, I'm a little bit kind of, what's the word? Primed. I'm a little bit biased based on your explanations, but if Seoul Dynasty is really not doing as well as you say they are, and you're actually watching these games, I'm gonna say that it's NYXL, and then London Spitfire, and then the Gladiators.
Yeah. I'd have to agree, honestly, 100%. That would be my prediction as well, just because, you know, they've got it. They got the juice. They're on the way.
I think if they're on the upswing, might as well go all the way, right?
Yeah, they have the momentum. They're on a great upswing. That trade from the Spitfire to pick up Fisher was huge, and they've just been unstoppable since. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled. But
they're not taking over NYXL. NYXL all the way, baby.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
fingers crossed they don't choke to the Spitfire again. Please, Jeff, don't let that happen.
We don't just put Pine in this time, okay? Don't do the same mistake you did last stage.
Dude, I swear to God, if they do not put Pine in and it's a control map, especially Ilios, oof, we're gonna be screwed. But with that being said, let's over to a game. Let's head over to a game where the playoffs are actually taking place. League of Legends.
You missed a very dramatic end of season. We had a 4-way tie.
4-way tie?
It was nuts. We had to play 5 tiebreakers. That was a long, long day.
Jeez.
It was nuts. But we have our playoff teams.
Here they are.
So go ahead and go through each game and tell me who will
Okay.
win. Start with the quarterfinals, which is these 2.
All right, so first we're gonna take a look at Team Liquid and Cloud9. All right, and off the bat, you know, I'm just gonna go with Liquid. I wanted to go with Jensen, C9.
Literally one man,
Yeah.
one mission.
Because of Jensen, and I know
Win
he's toxic.
all of League of Legends.
Exactly, but that would be the comeback story, right? You get banned from your game and then you come back and win the entire shebang.
You know, I think a lot of people even forgot that he got banned. Like, they're just so over that now. Like, that was such a distant past.
That's true, and he did get a name change. So, but with that being said, we're gonna go with Team Liquid because I'm a Huck fanboy, low-key, so.
You're really gonna go with Forever 4th? You know how many seasons they've been 4th now?
Well, this season they're going all the way.
It's different this time.
Yeah, it's different this time, I promise. All right, so now we're gonna head over and look at this TSM and Clutch Gaming matchup.
I won't prime your judgment.
Okay.
Go,
So with my prior knowledge, all of it, I'm gonna go with TSM just because Clutch Gaming looks too much like Converse, but that's all right.
Because you're a fanboy. Because you're a TSM fanboy.
Yeah, sort of. I played in season 2 and 3. Okay, that's when TSM was at their prime. All right.
Some might argue that TSM is always at their prime, except for this split. They were looking really bad.
Already, I made 2 choices. One of them's already wrong.
I mean,
both of them might be wrong.
Do the thing you do. All right.
Okay.
So that means Team Liquid advances and plays against 100 Thieves.
Oh Lord.
Wait, first off, let's for posterity's sake.
Yeah, you're right.
Jimmy's picks.
God, this is gonna roast me afterwards.
I want this on film. I want it.
Oh God. Okay. So now we're gonna look at Liquid versus 100 Thieves. gonna go, once again, I'm gonna have to go with Liquid here. Dude, I know 100 Thieves is a Cleveland team, okay? Ohio is a whack state. That's all I've got. 100 Thieves, I don't know. I don't think so. No, and Team Liquid has money, right? Can't they just like buy themselves a spot in the finals or something?
That's what people have been saying for years.
Really?
And they're still fourth.
Analysts see big brain plays coming out. Okay, there we go. Liquid making it to the final. Yeah, to the final. Yeah. And then we've got Echo Fox versus TSM. And I know Echo Fox was doing well.
Echo Fox ended not at number 1, but at number 2. I won't tell you until after you're done with your bracket.
Oh, God.
But they did lead the standings for a majority of the spring split, if that means anything to you.
All right, I guess I'm going with Echo Fox.
Wow, you abandoned your team?
Yeah.
My dude.
Yeah, and I think Liquid's gonna take the whole thing.
Oh, you are such a sellout.
Yeah,
what?
I think Liquid's gonna take the whole thing.
You sicken me.
That's it.
Boy, I need a...
All right, Judy, correct me. What do we got? What do we got to work with here?
I need a minute.
Oh no, this is the beginning of the end. I will see you never. Goodbye.
You ignorant.
Oh no.
Baby. Okay. Time. Let's put some knowledge on this. All right. Okay. So let us begin with Team Liquid versus Cloud9. Team Liquid and Cloud9, if I'm not mistaken, were one of the ones who were tied and had to play a series of games in order to decide where they placed. And at the end of those tiebreakers, Team Liquid was back in 4th place. And I really need you to know how many seasons they've been 4th. It's been so many seasons. So many seasons of 4th place, okay? I don't know how you think anything different is gonna happen. They hit 4th place with double lift on their team.
I believe Shanghai Dragons will win.
Look, I had a game where that could have been cool, all right? You put them in the finals. You had them winning.
They're winning.
Okay, so that is highly unlikely.
Okay.
No, highly unlikely.
I bleed blue.
See, okay, so the thing with Cloud9 is that they were looking really shaky in the middle, but they really picked it up toward the end of the season, and they stepped it up. They had lost a lot of games consecutively and then just started winning. So I actually think that Cloud9's in a really good position right now. I don't think that this is the more competitive game we're seeing. I think that Clutch Gaming and TSM is the more competitive game. A lot of people would disagree with me. Clutch Gaming so far has been the kind of team that only performs against the bottom half of the standings. So against the juggernauts, they don't really show up. As TSM, so here's the thing though, the flip side is, you would think that TSM is a juggernaut.
Right.
But they had to claw themselves up from like 6th place to make it to 3rd.
No.
Okay? They did a lot in that last weekend to make it. And that combined with the other teams winning, so between TSM, Cloud9, and 100 Thieves, all having an upswing, Clutch just got pushed down to 6th place. They were like 3rd or 2nd.
They're the last team to be invited into this.
They were just eking out at the very end, which is almost tragic because they were doing so well in the mid season, only to get ousted by 3 teams with upswings. So the interesting thing about it, right? Remember when I said that Clutch Gaming does better against the bottom half of the ladder? TSM was on the bottom half of the ladder when Clutch was doing well. So Clutch 2-0'd TSM technically. So if they did it before, they can do it again. But this isn't the TSM that was losing many matches in a row at the beginning of the split. They've since adapted, and even though they're slow to adapt, there's a chance that, especially now with this best of 5s, because it's playoffs, TSM might get the upper hand. So I agree with you there. I agree with you there that in the longer volley, as much as I want Clutch to win, I think TSM's got it. So right now we've got let's fix this.
Yeah, let's fix this.
So this is wrong. This is correct. Cloud9. Okay, I agree with TSM. So that makes Cloud9 versus 100 Thieves and TSM versus Echo Fox.
Right.
Cloud9 versus 100 Thieves, I think, is a little shaky. I think 100 Thieves really proved themselves by ousting Echo Fox from the #1 seed. So they got this by overtaking Echo
so
Fox.
100 Thieves was the #1 team?
Yep. They kicked Echo Fox out of that spot at the very end to hit #1, and so they are looking really strong. And if you remember when we first started doing this ages ago, the team that my heart has among these kind of remnants of my favorite team being gone is 100 Thieves. Because they've got Aframu, because they've got Someday in the top lane, and because they have Prawley as an analyst. All players that I stand hard, right? So I care a lot about 100 Thieves, so I really want them to win. I don't think C9 has the stamina, really, to be honest, especially in a 5-game series, especially not without High. So I'm taking 100 Thieves over C9 to make it to the finals. Now, TSM versus Echo Fox, I'm curious about because they're both high-quality teams. I'm going to go with my heart on this one, though, because TSM looked like crap in the middle of the split, and Echo Fox just keeps getting better. I think Reformed Dardoch is the most powerful Dardoch we've ever seen.
He finally unlocked his final form.
Seriously. And although Adrian and Phoenix are kind of struggling, they're still... I can't say that anybody's on par with Bjergsen. But I can say that they can still hold their own. And I think Altec's really good. And like I said, Dardoch and Huni are amazing, and their synergy is only getting stronger.
Yeah, and Altec's been playing forever.
Yeah.
And ever.
Exactly. And see, it's hard because Sven and Mithy have just been looking so good. Sven especially is like pretty much probably the best AD carry in North American LCS right now.
Bold statement coming out from Judy Jetset.
Wow. And I'm an ADC main. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. But I really do think, who's gonna win this? You know what? I just think Huni's better than Hanser. So I'm gonna give it to Echo Fox. Bold statement. At me in the comments, and I will reply to you because that's the kind of person I am. So Echo Fox is taking it to the finals against 100 Thieves, a revisit of the #1 and #2 standoff of last week. And I think Echo Fox is going to take it. As much as my heart wants 100 Thieves to win, I really just think that the combined experience of Echo Fox just has what it takes. So,
it definitely sounds like it, and Echo Fox has Huni, and I don't know if you guys know, but Huni a couple years ago made a holo 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 noise. He's been my favorite player ever since, so I kind of want them to win too.
Astute comment. Very good, very good.
Analyst here.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, so whereas you had Liquid going to the finals, which is wrong.
Thank you for the illustration.
We have Echo Fox. Echo Fox, which is right.
Oh wow,
because
so
they
cute.
win.
So cute. Look, so cute.
Because they're winners. Yep. For the record. So we called it. This is it. We've thrown the gauntlet down. We've made our predictions. Now it's time to see where it actually goes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled on this upcoming week because it's gonna be interesting for sure.
So what did you think? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Comment below and let us know. But please do so before the games actually start so we can get your predictions in and you're not cheating.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the comments with you guys. So if you are cheating, we're gonna call you out. I'm just kidding. But make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to become part of our notification squad because we're going to be uploading videos pretty regularly.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned to the Leaderboard Esports.